Once again, I'm coming back to bring more blog entries for EA, continuing the process of finding more areas that can improve or help them throughout their company. And for this week, there's 6 different blogs that were created that each separate and individually tailored towards different aspects on how to help them out in different areas. The first one was to devise up a promotional event to help them to find certain things like different audiences, find out mostly also how this event would benefit them in bringing in some form of positive. In this case, it promotes to get multiple people to purchase items or different products from EA, and in turn they get the chances to be drawn as a winner and get a game system and other things for them that are tailor-made and have EA logos and such on them, and then the customers then have a more positive outlook. They're promoting sales into the event in general, and then everyone will be able to see this event as it is at the endpoint live stream to show the winners, and all the people can interact the way interacting with the community, creating just positive stuff for EA itself to help boost on all fronts, sales and just people's outlook of the company in general. The next section is the target customers. It's looking at, in this case, the different age groups and how they were doing their purchases slash just the age of the people who were doing the purchases, which age group was doing the most, and then overall just specifics with to male and female, which group was purchasing more or less throughout total and throughout each age group. This way we can tailor make to do things better for marketing, also understanding where to place resources for getting the most out of what we're putting in. And as it's showcasing throughout this, it's showing where the most beneficial areas are going to be, where to tailor make, say, more promotional events. Should it be more for the older, the younger? The data through this point is what really shows through and shines what exactly and where to find these results, and then just be able to see them in a very clear picture. The next section is the selected sampling. In this case, going into a little bit more of showing off the raw numbers for each for both with the age groups, and then the correlation between male and female and those specific age groups, and where the actual just raw numbers come up. And in the cases of, for instance, if legal issues would come by and try to pinpoint negative statements involving the numbers of, say, for females to win the overall prize, if you took their raw data in any section really, and you would see from that sources that there's less females that actually got into the event by purchasing products from EA. Therefore, with less of them in the event themselves, then the actual analysis would show that it would supposedly be less of a chance that a female would be a winner, just from the pure odds and going through just mathematical by itself, taking away from the fact of it's still not going to be looking at, oh, there's less or more of different aspects involved with picking the winner. The winner would just be randomly generated through process of the computer would pick it. And if you took different stats from different areas, such as female from the 0 to 17 and then female again from 22 to 29, you could see the resulting from that. It's less likely that a 0 to 17 than one from the older group, because again, there was less of them that bought into the event. The way of dealing with such things is also to show off that the numbers of, yes, there's less of them that participated, therefore the numbers will dictate that they have a less of a chance, but in all reality everyone has the same chance based on their entries. It doesn't matter what of the any aspects are that correlate, it's still just random. And to help out with that also, again, going into the live streaming event to be able to show the authenticity of the actual picking, and that there's no any extra added bonuses for any one group or the other. The next section was the lottery analysis, going into what were the odds of, in every single group, a winner being taken out of if there was a special added Hawaiian vacation that would be offered. And the numbers go through and show off pretty much the different amounts based on, of course, the different participant levels and the amount of people that bought in, showing that the group who, of course, bought in the most, that there's a higher chance that that group is where the winner would come from. But again, piggybacking off of the last one, again, showing off that the live event showcase would allow to see that the authenticity doesn't come from just the raw numbers. It's purely random and would be showcased in that, and then positive community outreach within that, putting on a little show, advertising and so forth, and that levels as well. And then to increase the differences of how the lottery would be done with in regards to the vacation, you can change things like make it a certain age group could be the only ones that are available, and you could probably also tailor that towards the area of where people who are spending more anyway, therefore they feel like if that age group's the one spending more, they feel more of a bonus. Or also making the groups that are less of age realize, oh, we wouldn't have been able to get this special thing anyway. As long as they have a good reason, maybe they won't be as upset by this. Or you could also put in the buy-in to get into the special raffle would have been if you bought at least X amount products more than others. And then moving on to the Bayesian analysis, this I took the approach of a person buying a product, and would that be a new product or an older product, and going into the analysis of what the percentage would be of doing that, and showing off the different numbers, and then putting into the equation and finding that in this case the person still has about a higher chance that when they're making a purchase it'll be of a new purchase, and that data can be used for what could make this person be more likely to buy more. Is there a different marketing approach, is different games and so forth, and that could just help with more positive profit analysis in the future. And the last section is the expansion recommendation. This was going into looking at where is the untapped area in the market, and as shown down in South America, there's a extremely growing market into the gaming community. And EA, as I looked up into their locations where they are at in the world, they do not have a strong front down in South America mostly, I believe. So without a presence there, then they're not going to be able to reach to the community as well. So putting in those strong roots early on before others can really help with their profits, help with their getting to the community, getting a positive outreach, and then a positive when the community accepts them, and being able to get into that as soon as it starts profiting even more so as it's continuing to grow. And thanks for watching.